All right, 11 minutes after 7 o'clock. Guess what time it is?
Ryan P.C. Trimble time.
Ta-da!
That's me.
Good morning.
Good morning, and good morning to everyone out there. So, you know, everyone always says that you should watch what you say, because sometimes things can come back and kind of bite you. And this morning, a certain Donald Sterling of the LA Clippers can speak from experience and say that is true. Because Sterling, who earlier this week was found out to be super racist after a voicemail was released in which he tells his girlfriend not to bring her black friends to Clippers games, he has been banned from the NBA by League Commissioner Adam Silver. Silver announced his ban during a news conference yesterday, and he tacked on a maximum fine of $2.5 million. Silver also said he would recommend a forced sale of the team, which Sterling has owned since 1981. So
I think we knew this was going to happen.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
It's been in national news for, what, a few days now?
Yeah. There was no way he could get away with that.
No. I mean, there were some questions, you know, everyone's saying, well, we need to make sure it was his voice, but according to the NBA, it is.
The NBA has decided that it is definitely his voice, so he has to, you know, sort of pay for his decisions there.
Yeah, but there's some question now, actually, how much the NBA as an entity can impose. The expectation now is he's not just going to, oh, here's my team.
Yeah.
I mean, if you do any
Or the
research
fine,
on Donald
right.
Sterling, he spent most of his adult life in litigation.
Oh, wow.
And that's where this is probably headed, that this will go to court, could be for months, for years. But the interesting part is that by banning him from the team and the offices, they're basically banning him from doing anything unless he does it from his house.
Right.
Yeah.
And he owns a team.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, he can't even put his name on a paycheck. So, you know, and there are other owners with this team. He doesn't own it solely by himself.
Oh, okay. I didn't
So they
know
could,
that.
they
Yeah,
could
I
maybe
didn't
try
know
to
that
push
either.
it towards, you know, if I were Sterling and you were the other owners, that you guys now take over majority interest. And
Right.
So
Yeah.
that may be the way this goes.
I was wondering about the forced sale thing, because I thought it would be kind of hard for him to make him sell the team, but I guess it would just be selling as part of the team.
Yeah, and I believe that their board of governors, it's like 22 of 29 votes they have to get for this to even sort of become fruition, and then it would likely go to the court system. So this is not the end of this by any means.
So there's not
Definitely
even been a board vote.
There
just
has not.
the commissioner.
The commissioner just kind of had said he's going to work towards getting this.
Okay.
So now he has to get the 22 of 29 votes
Wow.
Okay.
to then go forward with it. So we'll see.
All right.
So we'll see
we're
about
going to be
that.
talking about this for
Definitely,
the next few days,
for
I'm
a
sure.
little
It'll
bit,
still be
yeah.
trending again tomorrow.
Absolutely, yeah. So if you know anything about me, you know that I love trains, because trains don't require you to pay
And
attention to
cats.
get somewhere. And cats. Unfortunately, you can't drive cats anywhere, but you can ride trains. And
You could drive a Jaguar.
there it is. There's the pun. There it is. But anyway, what did you say?
Sorry.
No, please. I love puns. I live for puns. But one thing you do have to pay attention to is cars. But soon, if Google has its way, you might not have to pay as much attention, because Google just released this video of its awesome self-driving car. Now, 2 years ago, we first saw the first tease of it, but now the Google team is working to make their automated vehicles, safer in cities. Google has been testing the cars around its headquarters in suburban California, and the new tech in the car can actually detect other cars, construction, cyclists, and pedestrians around it. And since 2011, self-driving vehicles have been legal in Nevada.
Wow.
And but Google has logged nearly 700,000 miles with its fleet of self-driving cars, and the only reported accidents have happened when one of the cars was being driven by a human being. Or was the fault of someone who wasn't the car. So who knows? I think it will be a very, very long time before we have fully self-driving cars. But I'm hope 6 months. That's what.
Yeah, they're there.
What happens if there's a malfunction, though? Like, are you supposed to...
See, that's the thing that scares me, is people are just going to completely zone out.
Oh,
and
go to
then-
sleep.
Yeah.
You know, I mean...
Cool. That's the dream.
Or
is that-
be, you know,
Did you say cool?
inebriated in their car.
That's
because
great. All
they might
kinds
not
of-
have to get. They won't get it. Well, I don't even know. If they
I would
get a
rather
DWI,
have
but-
a million people in self-driving cars than one person drunk driving.
I kind of agree. But then, like, the other scary thing, and maybe this is just me having read too many, like, bad future novels, is, like, what happens if, like, someone bad gets control of it and can, like, hack into the computer systems and then make
And
the
make
self-driving
everybody
cars crash into each other or go places you don't want to go? That's just what I'm thinking, because I'm
That's
an actual
active
crazy person.
imagination right here.
It could happen.
It could happen,
know.
though.
There's
You're right.
speculation that's already a possibility.
Yeah.
Like if you're into like alternative news, which, you know, but it is fun to read sometimes.
Yeah.
But that there's already in a lot of modern vehicles that the ability to hack into the vehicle
I mean, if
has
there's
already
software
been.
in it, it can be hacked.
Right.
That's true.
So what's the difference? If you can hack my car, you might as well let me just, you know, ride to where we're
Yeah,
going.
if you can hack my
Let's
car,
get there.
please do and drive me places, because you will probably be a much better driver from afar than I am present, to be honest.
I love it. You admit to being a bad driver.
I'm such a bad driver. I am. I actually, this is a fun fact.
Why you like to take trains?
Exactly. That's why I like to take trains. When I took my first driver's license test, they told my dad they shouldn't let me pass, but they didn't want to make him pay for the class again. And here I am, everyone.
Oh, wow, scary. What kind
Luckily-
of car do you drive? Should we?
I drive a Ford Explorer, and it's huge.
Good thing Ryan comes to work before we do.
Yeah, I live very close to the station, so mostly everyone's out of my way.
All right.
Mostly.
Good to know.
Well, now we have a non-driving related update on a story we talked to you about yesterday.
Do
and we
police
told
watch
you,
our show? Should you be concerned at this point?
I don't know. I'm not driving right now. I'll tweet when I'm driving, though.
You're not even driving
I'll
this
tweet
segment
out that I'm
at this
driving.
point.
Worse that you're tweeting while driving.
I'll tweet at you. Hey, Bob, driving. LOL. I won't do that.
No.
Anyway, so yesterday we talked about rumors that the original cast of Star Wars would be returning in the third trilogy of the series. Well, this morning we can report that those rumors are true.
Nobody keeps R2-D2 in a box.
Exactly. Filming is set to begin soon on the third. I did get that reference.
Thank you.
I did get it, yes. The third trilogy in the Star Wars film cycle, and just in time, the new old cast for the film was announced. Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, and Carrie Fisher
Whoa.
have all agreed to reprise their roles in the upcoming Star Wars Episode 7. And the original Chewie, the original C-3PO, and the original R2-D2 will be included in the film, which is due out in December of 2015. Brand new cast members include Attack the Block Strauss Boyega, Girls star Adam Driver, and Lord of the Rings star Andy Serkis. And their roles have not been announced exactly yet, but they will be joining the original cast members, which, like we said yesterday, the film is set 30 years after the original, middle set of films. So.
Yeah, and I was going to say, I think chronologically, it's going to be just shy of 40 years from the actual release date of the first Star
Wow,
Wars. So
man.
keep that in mind when you look at these guys coming back.
Yeah.
That it's now 40 years after they were making it big in Hollywood.
And you'll notice that
40
R2-D2 and C-3PO look the same.
Look the exact same.
Yeah.
While the others look notably
I wonder if they're going to give Chewie some
Even
gray
with all the
hair. I bet
makeup.
they do.
Yeah.
I bet Chewbacca gets some gray hair.
What is his species? Do you know what Chewie's species is?
He's a Wookiee.
The Wookiee.
Duh, I knew that. I'm sorry. Do
Yeah.
Wookiees age, or do they just
I would assume they do, because there's in one of the Ewok movies, there's a baby Wookiee.
Oh yeah. So they have to
And
age, I
there's
guess.
baby Ewoks.
Yeah, and there's baby
Yeah.
Ewoks. I wonder if the Ewoks will be back. I wonder if Billy D. Williams will reprise his role as Lando
I didn't
Calrissian.
see anything about Lando.
That would be cool. That would be awesome.
And there was
When
no
was
mention
the-
of Vader.
Billy D's
that-
alive. He's 70s in his upper 70s.
There
Yeah.
was something about the voice of Darth Vader.
James Earl Jones. James Earl Jones is the voice of Darth Vader.
They were I thought I remember that Darth Vader dies in the old movies.
Yeah, he
He
does.
does. He totally does.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
right. 'Cause he comes back. He comes back as a ghost at the end. Yeah.
They
He
can
gets
always
shot and
come
gets
back.
spun off.
You know that.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Did Lando die too? Am I just way
No,
off
I don't
off
think
base
Lando
here?
Calrissian died.
Okay. I
He
But he
just
did
should
die.
have, because he watched
think-
Han get
wait.
cast in Carbonite.
I gotta
Yeah,
find out.
so-
Yeah, that
He
happened.
deserved to die, but he didn't.
Star Wars fans or non-Star Wars fans now changing the channel. So let's check on
That's like
the
when we get
weather
off on.
forecast.
That's like as we get off on the Panthers. Sometimes that happens.
See, but I
Chance.
can't talk about the Panthers.
Okay.
So I like that we were all able to talk about something.
We could do that with a Superman.
You
movie,
could talk about the Panthers.
Hugh Hackman.
'cause he
Ready?
likes cats.
I'm gonna talk about.
That's
I like
true.
cats. There you go.
The Panthers are cats. I've been to a Panthers game. I've been to Charlotte, and I can spell Panthers. So those are 3 things about the Panthers that I know.
Cool. Composite radar showing a lot of shower activity here back across Charlotte and through central South Carolina. We'll continue to watch those showers roll through. Slight chance for severe weather today. More coming up.